Okay, shall we start? Perfect.
hmm
Cool. Mhm. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hey everyone, welcome to our Mentor Spotlight series where we get to meet the incredible people behind the Nepal US Hackathon 2026 and what actually drives them to be part of this community. That said, super duper excited because we have one of our mentors today, Mr. Rajesh Pandey, software engineer at Goldman Sachs, joining us today. First of all, thank you so much for taking out the time for this call, Rajesh. How are you doing? How's everything?
Yeah, my pleasure, I would say. I've been involved in Nepali community for a while. Also used to work on Nepali diaspora community, if you guys have heard of this before.
Yes,
But yeah, glad to be part of it. I think it was like a week back, couple of people reached out to me for this. And
yes,
then I was like, yeah, I'm in. Let's do this. So
perfect.
yeah, but yeah, everything's going well. So let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's jump straight into it. Can
Mhm.
you briefly introduce yourself and what is it that you exactly do?
Okay. Introduce myself. What should I begin with?
Yeah.
I'm a software engineer at Goldman Sachs that you already said,
Yes.
and I've been working in software industry. It's been like more than 5 years now. I used to work in Nepal before, and then I moved here, studied master's degree, and then it's been like 2 years working as a software engineer. And Goldman Sachs, I joined like last year. It's been a year working in like big firm, which is mostly about finance though, but the volume and the amount of data we deal with, and the scale that we, make the tech work is really exciting. And it's quite fun. And in some way, it's also a lot of stress
Yeah.
that there are like so many competitive people out there, competing with you, and you always have to be top notch in your work, in your knowledge, uh, in the stuff that you do. So yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Sure.
fun. It's fun to code, fun to implement things, fun to see like people using your products, and yeah, that's all I want to say.
Yeah. It must be really fun seeing something you work for and then people actually using it and getting real value out of it, right? And
Yeah.
and you had this great transition from working in Nepal to not like you said, working in a big firm. So how does
Mhm.
do you feel like, oh yes, I've done something?
Yeah, it's in terms of like coding, most of the part that we I used to work in Nepal and here, it's mostly similar. The only difference is the scale of work that you make impact on,
Yeah.
I guess. And then when you think of like scale, you again come back. People say that, oh, okay, you're working on a big firm that must be so challenging, so difficult. I would say it's not about challenge, and it's not just about work that you do. Uh, the reason is because it always comes down to foundations you have in coding and whatnot. Even you work on things that it's so big, but the problems that you deal with, it always comes to fundamentals. Like last week we dealt with a issue which was related to some memory issue, or it was related to some hardware problems, or it was related to some migrations, or it was related to some recovery mechanisms. So I would say it's it's so much enormous, but in a way it's also so simple that you deal with these problems, which is like basic fundamentals.
It's
So
it's very minute, but a very big scale at the same time.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, with all this going on, and like you said, a little bit of stress and this and that, I'm sure you have a very packed schedule, but
yeah.
still, made you prioritize your time for the Nepal Youth Hackathon 2026? What made you say yes?
As I said, like I've always wanted to be part of the Nepali community, and I've worked with Nepal diaspora before. It already shows my interest in how I want to help people, how I want to mentor people, and then grow along with them. So I know I have struggled while coming in here. I've struggled in a lot of places. finding mentors or even like network and everything. So I think if someone is willing to do this in a good way, then whatever problems I've dealt with, maybe like the people now who are coming in and who are going through the same phase of problems that I've already have, I would be able to help them or mentor them, guide them so that they can achieve much more than what I've achieved so far. So,
Yeah, that's very sweet of you. And like you said, there are so many intelligent and competitive people right now. But I think
mhm.
who meets the right person at the right time. And like you
Yeah,
said, you actually willing to give back to community is means so much more to us and to our participants. So thank you so much for your time.
yeah, my pleasure.
So that being said, have you had similar experiences in hackathons and mentorships before, or
Not typically like not in this like way. Like I think
like
there are lots of hackathons happening. Yeah.
mhm,
I've had I think hackathons in my workplace as well. There are like hackathons happening within the firm, and also during my school days or something like that.
yeah,
But this is like big, I think, because like I think someone posted in LinkedIn we have like more than 400 participants or something like that,
just
and it's all over.
actually.
Right. That is shocking. And the way that you guys have did the marketing and stuff and let everyone know that you have hosted this place and it's a good, uh it's I feel really happy that whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah, thank you so. And touching on that, like you said, there are so many people eyeing for the job, and you always need to be competitive and stay top notch and on top of your game. So I think hackathons are also a very important part of learning that, of going through that,
Mhm.
right? So why do
Yeah.
you think this hackathon is especially important, not just for students, but also early career professionals right now who are actively working?
So uh first thing first, I would say networking hackathon builds networks.
Mm,
And let's say you are also a software engineer and you are in your early career and you came to reach out to me giving your resume and saying that, okay, hello Dai, please help me on this job or something like that, and or please help me review my resume or help me for your referral, something like that. I would be willing to help, but not in the way that I would want to, because I don't know about your background. I don't know what you do, how you code and other things. But if I have mentored you before in a hackathon, or if I've participated with you in a hackathon before, that way I know how you work, how you think, what is your thought process, how you solve the problem, and that way I can help you more. Like I can help my mentorship, like I can tailor my mentorship in such a way that it's going to be beneficial to you. But not knowing anything about you, just randomly giving you a referral wouldn't help much and wouldn't help build that connection between us, as that I can help you grow in your career. So I think hackathon is a place where you will meet with people, talk with people, challenge yourself with people, see your competitors as well. What are they doing, how they are doing it, and also like competing with each other. That will eventually help you grow. I think that's why I think hackathon is a really good place for. I would encourage everyone to participate mostly during early careers, or even if you are a student, just go in whatever a hackathon you have in your town, in a city, or if it's remote. Just participate in it, enjoy code. At least get up with a MVP so that you can demonstrate,
yeah.
and it's fun, I would say,
Yeah,
at
it's
the end.
exactly. And like you said, right, networking is such a big part of this whole hackathon because
Mhm.
if I imagine myself as a aspiring software engineer, and right now I'm in an interview with someone from Goldman Sachs who has been working for 2, 3, 5 years and has that experience, has done it
Mhm.
before, and is willing to show me how to do it. So
Yeah.
people would pay thousands of dollars to get this experience, and you're just getting it
Right.
signing up for a hackathon. So that's just crazy. I think they should do more of this in biology field as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm going to encourage people to do it every year. But let's see how this goes, and then yeah,
And hopefully it'll go very nice. And
yeah.
Since you're also our mentor, I'm sure it'll go very nice.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. So
Yes.
part of so many hackathons, right? I'm sure you've been there as participant or as a spectator also. What's a common mistake that you see participants making throughout these sessions that actually stops them in a way to reach their full potential?
Uh, I think people always focus on building the best product. Instead, they should focus on not finishing or, sugarcoating or whatever it is. Just don't try to build a finished product. Just try to develop an MVP, but focus more on how you are going to present it to your stakeholders or
Mm-hmm.
how you're going to present it to your people who are judging you. Just focus on that piece and try to demonstrate what you want to build rather than what you have built,
Yeah.
right? Because it is a very short amount of time that you are building this, and you will not be able to build a finished product. People are not looking at the finished product at the end. I mean, they are in some way, but they would more focus on your idea, on your implementation, on how you want to do it, what are you thinking of, and what is your next goal.
Yeah.
So focus more on building an MVP rather than thinking of about a finished product. So that's how I would, encourage people to focus on things more rather than making the mistakes of building a finished product, because you would be pushing much of your time on building a finished product, but not on the presentation, not about how you want to present to the people, so that you want to be really good at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And I was speaking to one of our other mentors, and he described me hackathon as a 5 minute hack, the 5 minute hack videos we see online. What
Hmm.
matters is not if the product is ready for the market, because that's fairly speaking impossible, right? Within 48 hours of time. But what
Yeah,
is gesture? What is the impact that you want to make? Like you said, is very important. And
yeah.
we'll see some amazing ideas. And
Hmm.
and I think it's also very important to look at these people's perspective, right? Because an XYZ project from someone's point of view might be, oh, I want to work on this one for an actual professional or one of our mentors or judges. So that idea is always scalable and has endless opportunities. Um, Touching on that though, you have also been working on side projects, or how is that going on for you?
Yeah. I mean, most of my side projects comes from my work.
Uh-huh.
I realize some problem or realize some issue or realize something that, has to be, someone has to develop it or
Yeah.
something like that. That comes from my work. And then I just replicate that thing in my personal projects.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing as well, to talk about a little bit, to give a little bit of description. I've been working on this reconciliation framework that I'm thinking of,
Yeah.
which is like, let's say we are moving from an old system to a new system. And
Hmm.
then we are migrating. We just want to make sure that the output the old system produces matches with the new ones.
Oh, okay.
And reconciliation framework just make sure that your migration happens smoothly, so that you want to run reconciliation between the outputs of the old and new system. So I'm trying to build a framework which is like side project thing. And this is the same problem that I have been having in my work as well. But
Yeah.
I just want all the people to like have this framework built in so that they can use in their work as well.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. That's an amazing idea. I hope it works out perfectly for you. Uh,
Yeah, let's see.
I was looking through your LinkedIn post, right? And then I see
Mhm.
this post of yours that said, every summary is a funeral, about how systems compress information and lose context. Now, in
Right.
cons, ideas have to be simplified quickly because
Right.
you, like we talked about, you want to pitch the idea of what you want it to be like. So how do
Mhm.
you decide what should survive that compression we're talking about?
Well, that's from different contexts that I was presenting. It's from the agentic AI thing,
Yeah,
where uh, where like if you have a agent that you want to build, but it has a lot of context, you also need to think of how you want to compress it,
yeah,
because you don't want to lose the whole context of uh, your like your idea or your context. So compressing is a little bit problematic, but you need to think of different ways of how you can compress it and how you can come up with a better solution so that your agent works
yeah,
flawlessly.
yeah.
So yeah, it was from a different context, but you picked it really well in a different way. I liked how you interpreted it, but yeah.
Well, at least I interpreted it. Thank you so much. This is where it comes. Oh, thing, not from tech.
Yeah, yeah, but it's good that how you interpreted it in a different way, and it was positive.
I understood it that way. I think I was going for more the literal meaning.
Yeah,
Yeah, but and that's the point actually, right? In this hackathon itself, we don't know the pool of people that we'll be meeting, right? Someone will be a freshman student, they'll be their first pay if they win the
right.
hack, and someone will
Mhm.
be a professional working. So they will already have some preconceived notions about, oh, I'm this or oh, I'm that, and they'll be a little pompous maybe about, oh, I know everything. So how would you suggest them to balance that dynamic among the team members? Because again, this is a team project more than I project.
Yeah.
So
Uh, yeah, it's quite difficult, and sometimes it's frustrating that people from different background needs to come together to build this thing.
that,
I've had several problems by mixing up people from different backgrounds before. Just I would say like be humble and try to understand what others are saying, and just give a thought. I would say just hear them out, give a thought, and there is always going to be some good thing coming up at the end.
mhm. Oh,
That's my recommendation.
yeah. Always be open to new things, right? Always be
Yeah.
ready to start in a clean slate. Um, that being said, now you said this is your first time being a mentor in one of these hackathons.
Yeah.
How should I, as a participant, come to your sessions and what mindset? Because you have so many skill sets, right? And there's
Yeah.
have a time constraint, I think a 1 hour time slot window. So there are
Mhm.
only so many questions that can be asked. So
Mhm.
you expect a participant to be prepared about before jumping into the session and asking you what is what.
Uh, well, that's a very big question. Uh, okay, what sort of questions they want to ask? Uh, I
What
would
should
say I want to divide the whole hackathon into multiple phases.
mm,
I think that's what people need to do. First of all, it should be ideathon. Instead of hackathon, I'm just naming it.
say?
Ideathon, like you discuss your ideas, come up with a plan, and try to understand if it's feasible to do. And second would be like feasibility.
Mm,
After getting your ideas, you need to make sure that it's feasible to do within this hour or not. And then build, and then presentation. The last 1 or 2 hours should just be presentation. I would say like dividing the whole hackathon into these multiple phases would really help you divide the time,
mhm,
and that way you can work towards becoming the top one in the hackathon. Because if you miss one thing, then that is really going to hamper your result. So that's why allocating time for different phases is really a good approach. And coming up with questions, I think I'm really going to help with the ideathon, like the beginning of the process where you talk about ideas, if it's visual or not, what stacks are you going to use, how you're going to implement it, how like which AI or like how which agent or what tools you are going to use it. And then finally, I'm going to help on the presentation side. Like let's say you didn't complete a product, you didn't finish a feature, but how you want to present to the stakeholders or to for your reviewing community so that it can help you stay on the top even though you failed in some things.
mm,
So I'd say you are going to get help from me on the ideation side and also on the on the presentation side at the end. In between that, I might jump in between like for helping you debug an issue or something like that if I'm available, but that depends on so many factors.
yes.
So now, like AI helps you on fixing an issue and whatnot very easily. So the most important piece, what I want to mentor you is will be on the ideation
Mm,
side and also will be on the presentation side.
yeah, perfect. So again, what we spoke about again and again. So there's so many things that comes in play with AI being there and tech constantly changing, but your idea and what you want to present, right? Again, it
Yeah.
comes to the core point that you made. And I
Mhm.
love the idea of ideathon and not a hackathon. I'm going to use this in another interview. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're almost out of time. because the Zoom call is, I think, gonna end anytime now. So before
Okay.
I have like one last question. After everything we spoke about being out there, learning new things, exchanging perspectives, there might still be people who feel, oh, I'm not yet ready to join this hackathon. So what would you say to them?
Uh, Yeah, I think we came to the same thing before, which is if you come to this hackathon, you'll meet mentors like me who has like more than 5 years of experience working in the industry.
Yes.
So you actually know how we think. You would actually know what happens in real, like big firms, what stacks they use, how do they solve a problem, what kind of problems you come up with. And if you start building with you are not like working on the hackathon itself. It's like we are going to be there helping you, guide you. That way you will know like how to solve a problem and what the years of experience brings to the table and how we are going to build things together so that we are going to win it. So I would say be a part of it, build a network, and at the end it's fun.
It's fun. There's nothing to lose. You just have to take the first step, right?
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to one of the other mentors, and he said he went to a hackathon and then he kept his team's name Nip Loppers, right?
Mhm.
The organizer came together with him to open a startup, said Nip Loppers. So that's how he came up with that. So
Oh, nice. That's great.
you never know the possibilities of these things because you are actually meeting, like you said, real time working tech professionals with 5+ years of experience. So
Hmm.
you never know when you find the gold, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Will you be please funding my project if I ever become a software engineer?
Let's see. Let's see.
See the coding side first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Rajasthai. It's been amazing speaking to you. We're so very grateful that you took out the time and you have that passion to give back to Nepali community. And like you said, there might be thousands of people right now, and we have a lot of participants from Nepal as well. So
Oh, that's good.
it's a perfect window to look at. You're someone who obviously most of us look up to, and what the life could look like on the other side. So thank you
Yeah.
for coming here and giving back to the community. That being said, any lasting thoughts on NLN and the hackathon?
Have fun, guys. Have fun, even for the participants and even for the mentors or you guys as well. It's great that you are building this community, bringing everyone in from national, international.
Mhm.
So it's really great initiative, I would say.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much and have an amazing night. I'm sure you're tired. Do you work on ET or CT?
Uh, it's different. It's empty.
Oh, Mountain Time. Utah,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Sorry. Okay, anyways, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night and thank you so much for taking out the time. I'll see you from March 27th to
Okay. All right. See ya, guys.
20.
Bye.